Hey everybody, Larry Doty here with another Doty Method guitar lesson. This lesson is just going to be just a basic, very easy beginner lesson. I'll be showing you a couple of easy chords that you can play together so that you can get started playing a song right away. We're going to go over the names of the strings, the numbers of the strings, some of the elements of the guitar. If you want a complete in-depth video of the elements of the guitar, just click on the link in the upper corner here and it'll take you to that video. So to start out with, we'll go with the names of the strings and the number. The top string, or the sixth string of the guitar, that's E. The fifth string is the A string. The fourth string is the D string. The third string is G. The fifth string is B. And the first string is E. So, as I've heard somebody else describe this, Eddie ate dynamite, so goodbye Eddie. E-A-D-G-B-E. Okay, so now on your guitar you need to make sure that it's in tune. Now when I started, we had to use a piano or a pitch pipe. That option's still available, although I don't recommend it unless you just can't get a different tuner. What I use is one of these electronic tuners. This here is a Snark. Now I'll put a link in the description below that'll take you to a site where if you don't have one of these, you could purchase this, either a Snark or something like it, for your guitar. It just clips on the headstock. I leave mine there all the time. That way, if I'm playing and I hear a string that's out of tune, I can just tune it right away. It saves a lot of hassle. Now, one of the other ways you can tune it is by going to the 5th fret, and you place your finger on the top string in the 5th fret. That's assuming that your top string's in tune. And you just play it and the string directly below it. And they should sound alike. That's a method of tuning that you'll learn probably later on. You do that all the way down the strings, except for whenever you get to the 3rd string, then you got to go back 1 fret. Now, when we're talking about frets, we're talking about the spaces in between the brass wires here. Those are called the fret wires, and so the space in between there, that is the fret. So the 1st fret is going to be between the nut of the guitar and the fret wire. So that's going to be the 1st fret. And then the 2nd fret will be between these 2 fret wires, and so on. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down the neck. Also in music, you have 7 letters of the alphabet that just repeat. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So like, you play in the E string, then you're going to play the next note will be F, E, F, and then skip 2 frets, that's G, and skip 2 frets, that's A, and skip 2 frets, that's B, and skip 1 fret, that's C. So I call it the alphabet. So it's just the guitar alphabet or the music alphabet. So we go on and we'll get started on these chords. Now the first chord I'm going to show you is called E minor. You're going to take your index finger or your pointer finger, and you're going to place it on the 5th string or the A string in the 2nd fret. And then you're going to take your middle finger and you're going to place it directly below it in the 2nd fret on the D string. And it'll sound like this. Now let me zoom in, and I will show you, and I'll finish showing you these. I'll show you that again, and then I'll show you the other ones. So here's the E minor chord. You'll take your index finger, you place it in 2nd fret on the A string, and then you're going to take your middle finger and you're going to place it directly below that. Now you want to be as close to the fret wire as you can get without actually being on top of it. It gives you a crisper sound, a better sound. You know, if you move back, you can still get the sound, but sometimes it'll buzz on you. So you want to be as close to that fret wire as you can. And then once you do that, then just play the strings individually. And they should all ring out clear. Now if you're getting something like this, that just means your bottom, the finger above that string is touching that string. So just roll your hand a little bit and get it up off that string. Now the next chord is you're going to use the same shape. You know, this is part of the muscle memory that we talk about learning from, is you got that shape, so you're going to leave that shape. Your fingers are going to stay put just like that. You know, so you take them off, bring them down, and then put them back on, same thing. You know, you're right in the same spot where you need to be. So all we're going to do here is we're going to drop these down one string. So now your index finger is on the 4th string in the 2nd fret, and your middle finger is on the 3rd string in the 2nd fret. Now if you play it all together, it sounds something like that. But you want to practice, you know, just playing from the 5th string down. And one of the reasons is it helps identify that chord better, because this string is A, and the name of this chord is A sus2, or A sus. So that helps identify the chord. So then you move back up to E minor. And then back down. And just keep practicing. It might hurt your fingers may hurt a little bit from it. I'd take a break from it for a while. Let your fingers get used to pressing down on those strings. Okay. So now we know those 2 chords. We know that shape and those 2 chords. Now we'll look at a little bit of strumming patterns. Now strumming patterns, first of all, they're going to vary depending on the song, you know, so there's just a whole combination of different ways that you can strum the guitar. You know, some songs it's just a down up, down up, down up, down up, down up, down up, down up. There's some songs that are like that. Some are just down. If you're familiar with country music, that's a strumming pattern to Kalijah by Hank Williams or Hank Williams Jr. Or you can get the down, down, up, down, down, up, or the old waltzing pattern. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, you know, there's just a variation, but you can start out with just a 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you start getting into different tempos, 3, 4, 4, 4, 6, 8. You know, those are more detailed theory stuff that you're gonna learn eventually. So, you know, just practice making your changes. Take it slow. You know, practice 5-10 minutes a day, but at least practice 3 times a week. You know, if you want to get really good at it, you're going to have to put a lot of time and effort into it to make it happen. But anyway, I encourage you, keep on going, keep on doing what you're doing, get into it. If you really have a lot of desire to learn, you can do it. Thanks for watching, guys.